Is California's real estate dream quietly draining your wallet? Beneath the sunshine and palm-lined streets, homeowners across the Golden State are waking up to a brutal reality: skyrocketing property taxes that are making even millionaires flinch. In this video, we reveal the top 10 California cities with the highest property taxes in 2025, places where the tax bill alone is enough to make you rethink paradise. From coastal enclaves to tech-fueled suburbs, the cost of living isn't just high, it's rising faster than incomes. Whether you're a first-time buyer or a long-time resident, these cities are proof that homeownership in California might cost more than you ever imagined. Let's count them down, and don't forget to subscribe because you need to know this before you move.
Number 10. San Jose. California's tech capital with a silicon-sized tax bill. In 2025, San Jose is still the pride of Silicon Valley, but owning a home here, it's starting to feel more like a high-stakes gamble than a reward. The median property tax hovers just under $9,800, and for new homeowners, that number often climbs even higher. You buy a $1.3 million starter home, and suddenly you're on the hook for over $11,000 in annual taxes once school bonds and local parcel assessments kick in. And let's be real, that's before your $7,000 a year insurance policy, $400 monthly utility bill, and the rising costs of commuting in one of the most congested metros in America. For the tech elite, maybe it's just another line item, but for middle-class engineers, nurses, or families chasing the American dream, it's suffocating. Even with two six-figure incomes, many couples here are living paycheck to paycheck, funneling every dime into housing costs. And what's the reward? Cracked sidewalks, aging power lines, and constant reminders that innovation doesn't pay your bills. If you think tech makes San Jose futuristic, wait until your tax bill hits. That's the real augmented reality. This isn't just about San Jose. It's about the cost of ambition in California, a place that once promised opportunity now demands sacrifice. So before you plant roots here, ask yourself, how much are you really willing to give up for a zip code? If you're loving these real-deal insights into California's hidden housing burdens, hit that subscribe button right now. Because here on Discover the Nation, we pull back the curtain on the cities that everyone's moving to and the ones you might want to run from. Number 9. San Francisco. The Golden City, with golden taxes to match. San Francisco, a city of legends, of bridges in the fog, cable cars, and corner cafes. But in 2025, that postcard-perfect image is costing homeowners a fortune. The average property tax bill sits near $9,400, and that's just the entry point. Buy a basic two-bedroom in a gentrified neighborhood, and you're staring at an assessment close to $1.6 million. Add in mellow ruse fees, public transit levies, local infrastructure bonds, and you're quickly paying more than $1,100 a month in property taxes alone. It's not just a housing crisis, it's a tax trap. Longtime residents, protected by Prop 13, are terrified to sell because a single move could double or triple their taxes overnight. Young professionals who finally saved enough for a down payment are discovering they've signed up for a lifetime of payments they barely understand. And even vacant units, and there are thousands of them post-pandemic, aren't spared. Investors are bailing, remote workers have vanished, and families are quietly leaving. And here's the kicker: the tax pressure keeps climbing even as the city loses population and public services stretch thin. San Francisco may still be golden, but for many homeowners, the shine is worn off. People aren't just priced out, they're taxed out. And the ones who stay are bracing for the next wave of reassessments, bond measures, and insurance hikes. Before you chase the dream of living in San Francisco, ask yourself, can you afford to keep it? We're exposing the real stories behind America's most iconic cities and giving you the facts no one else will.
Number 8. Los Angeles County. California's capital of dreams and a property tax reality check. Los Angeles, the city of stars, the epicenter of entertainment, ambition, and reinvention. But behind the glitz of red carpets and beachfront homes, LA homeowners are facing something far less glamorous in 2025: property tax bills that are draining wallets across every zip code. Let's talk numbers. The median home value in LA County hovers around $880,000, and while California's base property tax rate sits near 1%, LA's effective rate is closer to 1.21% due to special assessments, school bonds, and local improvement fees. That means the typical property tax bill is nearly $10,650 a year, and that's on a median home. Now picture this in popular neighborhoods. In places like Silver Lake, Culver City, or Highland Park, home values routinely exceed $1.2 million. That's $14,500 plus per year in taxes. And if you're dreaming about Beverly Hills, Santa Monica, or Pacific Palisades, you're likely staring down $35,000 to $50,000 annually just in property tax alone. Even longtime homeowners are feeling the pressure. Yes, Prop 13 limits tax increases for existing owners, but if you bought recently or inherited a reassessed property, you're locked into full freight. And when you add in rising insurance premiums, sometimes over $6,000 per year, and gas and utility costs that rank among the nation's highest, the cost of holding on to your home feels like a second mortgage. Meanwhile, city services aren't always matching the price tag. Potholes linger, public transit struggles, and crime concerns, especially in high-density areas, are causing some homeowners to quietly question what they're really paying for. Emotionally, the dream of LA is intact: sunshine, ambition, culture. But financially, many feel they're on the edge of a cliff, trying to hold on. So if you're eyeing Los Angeles as your forever home, or thinking of selling what you've built, do the math first. The property tax might not break you in year 1, but year 5, year 10, it adds up fast. Number 7. San Diego County. The California beach dream with a monthly tax bill that stings. San Diego, palm trees, sunset cliffs, La Jolla mansions. It's California's laid-back paradise, where the weather is always 75 degrees and life feels like a vacation. But in 2025, that dream lifestyle comes with one of the most consistently underestimated costs in the entire state: property taxes that quietly erode your budget. Let's break it down. The median home price in San Diego County has surged past $860,000, and with an average effective tax rate around 1.21%, most homeowners are now paying over $10,400 a year just in property taxes. That's almost $800 a month, and that's before your mortgage, HOA, insurance, or even water bills. And if you live in hotspots like Del Mar, Encinitas, or Rancho Santa Fe, with home values hitting $1.5 to $3 million, annual property taxes can soar to $18,000, $24,000, or even $35,000. Combine that with rising Mello-Roos fees in new communities, coastal protection levies, and school district bonds, and your sunshine dream becomes a financial storm. Here's the emotional punch. San Diego has long been the promised land for retirees and military families, but now many can't afford to stay. Fixed-income seniors who used to enjoy the mild climate are quietly relocating to Arizona, Idaho, even Nevada, just to escape the mounting bills. Younger families, excited to raise kids near the beach, are shocked when they realize their tax escrow is larger than their car payment. And what's fueling it? Rapid development, population growth, infrastructure strain. Each year, residents approve new taxes for schools, transit, wildfire defense, and beach restoration. Good causes, but each adds another layer to your property bill. Yes, the lifestyle is unbeatable. Surfing in the morning, tacos in the evening, and ocean breeze all day. But ask yourself this: are you truly prepared for the long-term cost? Because that $10K tax bill is just the beginning. In a decade, with reassessments and new levies, it could be double. Before you buy that coastal cottage or sell your current home for an upgrade, make sure you know what you're signing up for.
Number 6. Oakland, Alameda County, the Bay Area's bohemian capital, where the property taxes hit harder than the rent. Oakland has always been a city of contrasts, gritty and glamorous, historic and progressive, affordable and exploding in value. But in 2025, a new contrast is taking center stage, a real estate market that's cooled while property tax bills are burning hotter than ever. Let's talk numbers. The average property tax bill in Oakland now exceeds $8,000 a year, and for many, it's closer to $9,100, depending on neighborhood, lot size, and bond participation. Homes in Rock Ridge, Montclair, or the Grand Lake area can easily rack up $10,000 to $13,000 annually in taxes alone. In fact, sticker shock is the new norm. A young couple buys a modest 3-bedroom fixer-upper for $920,000. Nothing fancy, just Bay Area normal. But then escrow hits and they see a projected $11,000 annual property tax bill. That's over $900 a month just to keep the keys. Add rising insurance costs, especially in fire-prone hillside areas, and the cost of ownership feels almost predatory. Even landlords aren't immune. Many multi-unit property owners are raising rents just to cover their ballooning tax and compliance costs, and renters in turn feel the downstream effects. It's a cycle. Taxes go up, costs rise, and affordability shrinks for everyone. Before you buy into the Bay Area dream, take a closer look at that property tax line, because what you thought was manageable could quietly become unlivable. If you're serious about owning in California or surviving in it, you need to understand what's happening under the hood. Number 5. Sacramento County, California's capital city with a tax wave you didn't see coming. Sacramento, the official seat of state power, rich with historic charm and a surprising taste of affordability. But in 2025, this growing metropolis is facing a silent tidal wave, property tax bills that are starting to test the limits of what feels affordable. Let's dive into the numbers. The median home value in Sacramento County has climbed to around $560,000, and while Prop 13 caps the base rate at 1%, add school bonds, fire district levies, and neighborhood improvement fees, and the effective tax rate is hovering near 1.12%. That means the typical homeowner is now forking over about $6,270 a year, not inconsequential for a region often billed as California's affordability alternative. Now here's where it gets interesting. In popular neighborhoods, think East Sacramento, Land Park, or Midtown, many homes have appreciated well past $750,000, even touching $900,000 in renovated storybook cottages. That puts you easily in the $8,400 to $10,100 annual tax range before extra parcel fees. For young families migrating from the Bay Area or Southern California, that's a punch to the gut behind the Sacramento dream. And the 2024 bond measures? Every cycle brings new levies, public safety upgrades, park expansions, flood control for those riverside lots. Most vote yes. Who doesn't want safety and green spaces? But, and this is the hidden truth, every single one adds another zero to your annual bill. People tell me they budget for mortgage and utilities, but the tax line sits there, quietly, growing every year. But here's what makes Sacramento stand out. It's a microcosm of California's broader trend. Even mid-tier cities are no longer safe from skyrocketing tax impacts. And while Sacramento remains more forgiving than LA or San Diego, it's creeping closer to the line. So before you jump into the capital region calling it cheap California, do this one thing. Check your projected annual taxes, add all those bond fees, and ask yourself, is this still the solution you signed up for? Number 4. Santa Cruz, Santa Cruz County, where beachfront bliss comes with a property tax undertow. Santa Cruz, the surf capital of the Central Coast. It's everything people dream of when they think California living.
Boardwalk nostalgia, artisan markets, redwood forests, and crashing Pacific waves. But in 2025, that dream comes with an expensive footnote: a rising tide of property taxes that's starting to drown even lifelong residents. Let's break it down. The average homeowner in Santa Cruz now pays between $6,300 and $7,200 annually in property taxes. But those are just averages. In coastal hot zones like West Cliff, Seabright, or Pleasure Point, annual tax bills can surge past $8,500 or even $10,000, depending on when the home was purchased and how many local bonds were stacked on. It's the hidden cost of paradise. Newcomers who snagged homes during the pandemic-era boom are shocked by the true cost of ownership. A young couple told us their $1.4 million bungalow near Capitola seemed manageable until the first tax bill arrived: $11,423. That didn't include mellow roofs or maintenance fees. Suddenly, their beach dream was eating their future. And that's the emotional toll. Santa Cruz was once the quiet artist's haven, the college surf town where generations could plant roots. Now, it's fast becoming a tax for the privileged zone. Some locals are fleeing inland to Watsonville or even to Oregon. Others are converting to rentals just to survive the expense. Add in rising insurance costs, utility hikes, and wildfire risks, and suddenly, a coastal paradise starts to feel like a fiscal riptide. So before you fall in love with the view, look at the fine print. That ocean breeze may clear your mind, but the tax bill will blow you away. Number 3. Irvine, Orange County. California's cleanest city and one of its most expensive to own in. Welcome to Irvine, the land of manicured medians, award-winning schools, and master-planned perfection. But in 2025, that carefully curated order has a steep price: property taxes that are blindsiding even six-figure families. Let's talk numbers. Median home prices in Irvine hover around $1.2 million, but many buyers in newer communities are paying upwards of $1.5 to $2 million. That means your base property tax alone is somewhere between $12,000 to $24,000 per year. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Even higher income professionals, tech managers, finance analysts, engineers are starting to feel the pinch. A family of 4 moving into the Great Park neighborhood told us, "We can afford the mortgage. It's the mellow ruse and property tax combo that keeps us up at night." The result? People are making unexpected sacrifices, delaying kids, driving older cars, skipping vacations. Some are even choosing older Irvine neighborhoods specifically to dodge mellow ruse, just to breathe easier. And here's the irony. Irvine offers everything people want. It's clean, it's safe, it's got top-tier public schools, parks, tech jobs, and walkable retail villages. But it comes with the cold, hard reality that perfection is never free. For new buyers, the tax shock comes fast and doesn't go away. The further east you go, the newer the development, the higher the bond obligations. For many, Irvine becomes a dream home with a debt shadow. So before you sign that mortgage on a stunning Irvine property, ask yourself, are you ready to pay more than your car costs every month just in taxes?
Number 2. Beverly Hills. Luxury lives here, but so does one of the heaviest property tax bills in California. Beverly Hills, the name alone conjures images of palm-lined streets, designer storefronts, Rolls-Royces, and mega mansions. But in 2025, the real story behind those iron gates and manicured hedges isn't just wealth, it's property tax pressure so steep it's sending longtime residents packing. Let's start with the basics. Under Prop 13, California limits base property tax rates to around 1%. But in Beverly Hills, where median home prices routinely exceed $5 million, that low percentage translates into massive payments. Even a modest estate in the flats, valued at $6.2 million, can bring an annual tax bill of $62,000 or more.
And for homes in the Truesdale estates or behind the gates of Beverly Park, we're talking $80,000 to $150,000 a year just in property taxes. And guess what? These aren't optional. In 2023 and 2024 alone, voters approved multiple bond measures to preserve Beverly Hills' pristine image, and those bonds are now hitting the books in 2025. One retired screenwriter said it best, "I thought I was leaving my daughter a legacy. Turns out I might be leaving her a tax bill she can't pay." Before you fall in love with the marble driveways and infinity pools, look closer. The true cost of Beverly Hills isn't just the purchase price, it's what you'll pay every year to stay. Topping our list is La Jolla, the shimmering jewel of the Southern California coast, a place where rugged cliffs meet turquoise surf, where Mediterranean mansions perch above golden beaches, and where life feels like a dream on pause. But in 2025, that dream has a cost, and it's not subtle. La Jolla isn't just beautiful, it's financially elite. The median home price has pushed past $2.3 million, and in popular enclaves like Bird Rock, Muirlands, or the Shores, many properties are valued well above $3 million. Under California's base 1% property tax rule, that already puts annual tax bills between $23,000 to $30,000, and for newer homes, it doesn't stop there. What does that look like on paper? We spoke to a family who bought in 2022. Their charming 3-bedroom on a bluff was reassessed at $2.8 million. Between base tax, local levies, and Mello-Roos, they're paying just under $33,000 a year, $2,750 a month, just in taxes. That's more than many Americans pay for rent or mortgage combined. Yet the views remain postcard perfect. Kayakers still paddle beneath sea caves, seals still lounge on the sand, the sun still dips behind the Pacific like a painting. It's all there, but it's no longer free, not even close. So before you chase this slice of coastal heaven, run the numbers, because in La Jolla, beauty might be eternal, but the property tax bill comes every year, and it's always higher than you expect.